Greetings, folks. 3Course Thoughts here, back again with another video. How we doing? All right. So, in the modern day, there's a lot of things going on that's affecting all of us. Genders, all sizes, shapes, races, and so forth. So today's topic is going to be that on modern men. Who knew? Who knew? What can I tell you? What can I say? What a time it is to be a man. There's never been a time in history where it was greater to be a man. Said no man ever. So, throughout the ages, men have had the ability to own land, work for a wage, and even vote. They still have those abilities, actually. In addition to that, they're known as head of the household, king of the castle. And at least in these domains, they were free to do as they pleased. And in being unrestricted with liberties such as these, one would think, hey, there are no struggles. Listen, we're going to embark on a journey today where we unpack this whole notion that men indeed are struggling, and they're struggling pretty badly. So the first struggle I would like to highlight that men are dealing with in modern times is that of fighting battles. So men, they have to earn almost everything that they have. That's usually an essential component of the male frame. So they're not only expected to fight, but they're also expected to win in some capacity or at some point, not only by fellow men, so their peers, but also women themselves. You heard that right. Also, women want men to win. They want winners. They don't want losers. People that are not crushing it or winning. Now, this drive for the men themselves that's fighting these battles, it's internal. So it's internal for them to seek out challenges, not necessarily everything, but to seek out challenges. And when you bring your mind or consciousness into this mix, it can complicate things quite a bit. The next struggle I would like to highlight is that of social pressure. You might be asking yourselves, social pressure? What? So, let me begin. Why are men fighting the constant battles? Why is that their main duty? Besides being internally driven and being expected by not only men but also women, it manifests itself in the form of responsibility and challenges. So in life, men are usually on the forefront with respect to not only battles but also responsibility as well. Man up. You're a man. You can handle this. As men, they're the ones that's looked at to handle and also be on top of things, especially when the chips are down, when the lights are at their brightest. They're expected to be leaders. So, however, on that note, the importance of challenges do keep men sharp, and it ties in deeply with masculinity. If you can successfully navigate challenges and also responsibility, it usually manifests itself in the form of milestones and accolades, something that men are usually measured by both genders. So if they come up short in milestones and accolades, they're gonna look like they're lacking, and it's gonna be a knock, an indirect knock on their manhood or masculinity, so to speak, by both genders. Now, which leads me to my third struggle that I'd like to highlight is that of biological pressure. So, from the biological aspect, we're driven not only through challenges, but also to be go-getters, to be hunters, to go out there hunt. top of that, to be providers and also protectors. These are natural drives that we sometimes struggle with the modern narratives that's going on today, which attacks a lot of things as toxic masculinity and such. Alright, so now we've reached this point in the video. For those of you that have sticked around, I would like you to comment any particular struggles today as a man that you may be having. Comment below what they might be. Might find people going through the same or similar struggles. Also, if you find any value in today's video, don't hesitate to like and share with someone that you might positively be impacted by this message. Now, back to our scheduled program. So this fourth struggle that I'd like to highlight is something that's usually 100% known to men. So this is more for the ladies that are watching this video. So the fourth struggle I'm going to highlight is that of undermined leadership. What does this look like? This looks like a lack of appreciation and demonization of masculinity. Listen, men, I don't care what society tells you. I don't care what women tell you. Masculinity is beautiful. Is it flawed? Just like everything else, there's flaws with these things. But in its purest form, it's beautiful. It's a part of nature. So the fifth and final point that I'd like to emphasize is that of isolation. So isolation usually expresses itself in these following forms: burnout, paranoia, depression, loneliness, no progeny or children sometimes, death, and the biggest one, purposelessness or hopelessness. Men are probably feeling more isolated today now more than times in the past, where there's usually a lack of community and unity among us as a gender. Now here I'd like to offer some solutions. I give you several struggles, men. I would like to offer some potential solutions. So first solution I'd like to offer is that of recognize the importance of your mental health. Embrace your frame. Find your own answers, your own path via mentors, trial and error, and self-reflection. Take time off when it's feasible, and also seek counseling if you feel like you might need it, and even times when you may not feel like you need it. So a second solution I'd like to recommend is that of your community/network. This could look like positive individuals that can uplift you. People with different perspectives, so different cultures, different age groups. Also, individuals that you can honestly tell yourself that they have your best interests at heart. Those that can challenge you, fellow competitors in this life, that can challenge you in other ways. And finally, last but not least, those that can comfort you, those you can rely on, that you can talk to them, you can trust them, and they can listen to what you have to say so you can hear your grievances with them. A final solution I would like to suggest is just acknowledging that this is the modern day, this is the age that we're in right now. It's a very trying time where there's a lot of experimentation and exploration going on. It's most likely here to stay, and we have to learn and accept that. In doing our part, though, in that acceptance and transition, we could not only learn to move, make things happen, which is a big component of masculinity, but also learn to be still, which is usually associated a bit with femininity. Just acknowledge and embracing it ever so slightly. This will give you a greater appreciation for the other side, where they may be coming from, but more importantly, it can make you more whole and better improve that masculinity and also accept it. That's all I have for you today, folks. So just remember to reflect, create a framework, take action. All right? Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.